The cool thing about this is like people here are really nice, and you do a lot. It's a lot of adventure, action and stuff, and it's an adventure for me to see what we're gonna do and see how like at home when I'm reading the script, I'm like, I wonder how they're gonna do it. And when I get there, I'm like, I was thinking the same exact thing. So that's the fun thing about it.
It's everything, but I read the script and then it's the exact opposite. I go there, I'm like, that is not how I pictured it.
How did you prepare for the parts? Like, did you watch any 80s movies or?
I always watch 80s movies.
Well,
The best movies.
The opposite.
You like the 80s?
Really?
Well, because I don't know, I don't really watch TV. That's why I like going outside and stuff.
You
So
watch Netflix?
yes,
I really love Netflix.
yeah. But they told me to watch Stand By Me, and they told me to see how the group and like the boys, the group. I mean, not the group. The boys, how they got along and how they're interacting with each other.
It's a very similar connection.
Yeah, very similar connection. Yep.
The camaraderie, right?
Huh?
The camaraderie.
Yeah.
And the personalities of the kids are very similar to the personalities
Yeah, it
of the
really
kids.
is. Yeah.
Like, you can look at the kids in that movie and be like, okay, so this kid's like that kid's like that kid. It's really easy to
Yeah. Yep.
I was wondering about one thing because I saw a screener of the first episode. Can
Yeah.
you really do that thing with your shoulder?
Yes, he can.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and I actually do have the cladocranial dysplasia, as I said in the... It doesn't make the crunching noise, sadly.
Okay.
Crunching noise.
Well, it did that in the show, remember?
Yeah, but when you crunch on the show, it's like, it's not good.
It's not good.
Is it different working for Netflix?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh, it's not fun
Because every time I did something, I wasn't with kids, I was with adults. So now I get to interact with people my age.
I mean, this is my first time like really seeing the whole experience, so I wouldn't know if it's different from Netflix or other TV.
What would someone love about watching this show?
Because it has everything,
Yeah,
every
it's
genre.
pretty much like for kids, we're the kids, the adults, and it's like comedic,
It's drama, thriller,
Sci-fi.
romantic.
really romantic.
Girl.
My favorite scene is when I was flown back into the air. Yeah. And they actually had me on like this mat, and they would fling me back and slide me back onto this mat. I did my own stunts.
Some of the really cool scenes were fun to film, but they took forever. Like the scene by the quarry.
And then it wasn't fun because it was cold.
It was cold. It was freezing.
Yeah, so we didn't really get to relax and do it.
Yeah, the best scene I got to film. It's so hard. Probably the scene where I got the knife up to my throat. Yeah.
I thought it was your teeth.
Spoiler.
You don't have to worry about spoilers because I made them sign contracts. So I saw you being real careful, and yeah.
We already saw the monster.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
They saw the monster.
You saw the monster.
All the things.
Okay, great.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing you've filmed so far?
The scene in the first episode at the very beginning where we're playing Dungeons and Dragons was like a board game.
We've been in the set.
Yeah? Oh, okay, yeah, it's pretty great, right?
And how did you prepare for your part? Did you watch any 80s movies?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've already grown up like watching like Ferris Bueller and all those movies, and they all like mash into one. Like this whole show is it's like they call it like a love letter to or an homage to like all 80s movies.
Do you have a favorite one?
Favorite 80s movie?
Yeah.
Breakfast Club. What am I talking about? Breakfast Club. Probably one of my favorites. Yeah.
My God, I love your hair.
Oh, thank
If I could have a wig like that, that was me.
We can arrange that. Tell us about your part because we know a lot about the boys, but not about you.
Well, my part, 11 has got a strange sort of personality, she's very unpredictable. She's a 12-year-old girl with telekinesis and has been kept in a facility with some weird guys and been experimented on.
How did you prepare for this part? Did you watch any movies?
My part really reminds me of E.T. and sort of like that love relationship, that friendship that that E.T. has with the kids. And so I sort of watched that and I sort of got the gist of it, but nothing really, I don't really have to prepare for 11. She's very bland and ordinary, but is very troubled.
And you had to shave your head for this.
Yes.
How was that?
interesting. You know, because I hadn't had good hair. I didn't have like healthy natural hair because I had to diet for a couple other projects. But I mean, it cutting it off was like goodbye. You know, it was interesting. But once it's gone, you realize it's so much easier to handle, and you're like, oh, so nice to just have all the. Like, wake up and I have this little strand sort of poking out. I'm like, it's okay.
We heard you had a really, really intense scene. We had to like be in water at the lab.
Yes.
What was that like?
Well, the first time, I mean, I was like, you know, like I've got a bit underwater. I had this bubble around my head, and put into water. And I had Matthew Modine there, like my favorite actor in the world to work with. And so I'm sitting there I'm shaking. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm sitting there like I can't move, I can't tilt my head up, and you know, and so I just see Matthew Modine in the glass like like that, and it's like, okay, I've got to calm down now. I have my little earpiece in, and the duffers, every time I'd come out of there, the duffers would just be like, hey Millie, hey, how you doing? And you'd just pass the microphone around, and so I just hear different voices in my ear. That was a great day though. I mean, so much fun, you know, and great people around me to like work with, so I was very calm.